Oh, woo! Ha! Howdy, it's me, Medicated Mark, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath Earthville Town, somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. And this is the Halloween show. No, probably not. You didn't even get out the fog machine. That's right. Some people out there remember when I went all out, back when I was younger and had the energy for it. And now I just have the stuff. You get all this stuff. You get the stuff and then you're just like, wait a minute, I don't have any energy to use it. That's right, that's what Slipe all about. Well, I brought a thin stack. I probably could have put more records in it. I got more records, but I went to an antique mall, so we were driving and my wife was like on the phone. When she first got the phone, she like yelled at me like, this stupid phone, it won't work right. Yes, it works right, you just can't do, what? I can't. No, you can't do that. You can't just click stuff. So now she's like, I don't know if she does this. I think she does this like I do, but you know, she's on it a lot more now. So she was doing something, communicating with her family, and I'm just like, oh. I said, I don't know where we're going to this other one, but I don't really remember where the exit is. And then pretty soon it's like, hey, there's 275. Oh, wait a minute, you're supposed to turn. And I'm like, oh, geez. So then we were at the big antique store. We hadn't been there for a month. We just pulled in, and the record guy that I go there all the time had some very interesting things. Now, I'm not saying maybe his are here, or maybe not. I don't really remember. This could be from some other hit somewhere else. But I got a lot there, a lot of records. It was a fun hit. And they were all pretty reasonably priced. And there was a woman in a wheelchair there, and she was kind of cute. So she could get out of the motorized cart that she brought with her. And she could get into the space and she could lean on the record and go through them. So she started talking to me, and she's pretty funny. We weren't competitive. We weren't competing for any kind of records. I think, I can't, oh, some country, like, oh, she's like, oh, I like Slim Whitman. It was pretty cute. And then she said, I'm going to see Johnny Mathis. I went, what? Johnny Mathis? He's still alive? Yes, he's 84. He's coming to Cincinnati. Apparently, she bought tickets. He's not going to be here for a year or two. I don't know. He'll be even older then. And I've seen him twice, and I'm going to see him a third time. It'll probably be the last time. I'm thinking, well, probably. So we thought, hey, you know, this is a really clean copy. I'm going to buy this. And she'd go over to her motorized wheelchair and put it in. And I said, well, you know, I'll listen to records with scratches on them. She said, oh, yeah, if I want it. I don't care about scratches. It was fun. So I spent a lot of time in that booth and got some records. And what else did I get? Got some Christmas gifts. I try to think ahead when I see something, because then you got to go out and like, oh, you just buy people like toothpaste or something, because you just don't. Anything you buy, they're already going to have. They don't need, except toothpaste. When you do that, you buy stuff like deodorant, toothpaste for people. They're like, what are you saying? Does my teeth look bad and do my armpits smell? But it's no. It's just deodorant and toothpaste are things you're going to eat. Now, see, if somebody bought me deodorant, it wouldn't do me any good. I'd have to give it away or throw it out, because a long time ago I stopped using deodorant because there's aluminum or something in it. I'm not saying it's going to hurt anybody, but I just didn't. Whatever you put on your skin's going to soak it up and say, hey, you know, let's go to the brain and, you know, what can deodorant do to your brain? Anyway, we should go right to the records. I don't have any stories from today. We're going to tell Jim stories. The gym is such a weird place. I gotta tell this story before I head into the 10-inchers. So I'm in the locker room. There are not that many people. There's some guy in there I've never seen before. He gets off the scale they got in there and says, oh, that was a good workout. I lost 4.5 pounds. Since nobody's in there, I guess he must be talking to me. And I went, ha-ha. No, you didn't, 4.5 pounds. I probably just said, uh-huh. And he goes, well, you know, 2.5 pounds of that would, you know, my shoes. I said, yeah, shoes weigh something. And then it just wasn't, you know, that, okay. He just launches into what he does at work. I have no idea. He talked for 5 minutes or so. I can piece a few things together by the end of the conversation that he does something, it has something to do with sports, like he drives a truck or he sets up cameras. and it's college level, I think. But he was like, it was, what he was telling me was so out of my realm of experiences. But I didn't want to say, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, because then the explanation would have been expanded. Like, oh, I was in Chicago, it was 59 degrees below zero, and the battery, my band would start, and my fingers froze up, and I still can't feel them today. I'm like, oh, sorry about that. You can't feel the tips of your fingers even today. Okay, let's go into the records. The first record to hold up is Ziggy Elman. I don't know who he is, but I want to be named after him. His name, Ziggy Elman. He would come into a party and everybody goes, Ziggy, and people just smile, you know, just because of his name. And then he could launch into the horn playing. Apparently he's a horn player on lows. And people would love him. Good icebreaker, Ziggy. Indian Suite, Opus 48. It's Edward MacDonald. Wow. There's piccolo, flutes, oboes, clarinets, bassoons. You can name yourself bassoon. That's a pretty cool name too. Horns, trumpets, trombones, tuba, percussions, and strings. Legend, love song, and wartime dirge. Billy May, just a nice 10-inch Billy May. Lovely cover, lovely art of Billy May. And last but not least, on the 10-inch, 33 1/3 RPMs is Lena Horne. That's a lovely, graphically stunning cover. Lena Horne, Moaning Low, so these are blues, and Beale Street Blues, Hesitating Blues, Blue Prelude, a lot of blues stuff, sad songs that I like. Sad songs perk me up. Alright, let's go into the big records. Oh, it looks like it's local, but it's not. It's from Brighton, Michigan. It's the Singing Charles family. I believe he would do it again. Do what? Who? Him? Or Jesus? Like, oh, kill me again, please. I didn't get enough of that the first time around. Go ahead, put the nail through the hand. I don't care. I want to do it again. Should I rip this off? I should, because if I didn't, it wouldn't be me, Manic Mark. Now called Medicated Mark. That's right. It's the 5-4-5-6 trio. Fred Katz, cello, Hal Gaylor, bass, and Johnny Pisano, guitar. There's three of them. So 4-5-6, I don't know what that refers to, but there's a lot of copy in the back. Oh my God. My fingertips are going to fall off, and I won't be able to feel them again after I blog. That's what I should have said. You know, that happens to me when I'm typing a lot, when I'm doing my blogs. I can't feel my fingertips. And then he would go, what? And he would walk away. This is autographed. It's a lovely split cover. I think that's Jesus 2. The same name on both sides. Maybe it's not autographed. Maybe it's just scribbled on by the stupid owner that once owned this album. I don't know. That's a fun photograph on the back page. Two kinds of love. So there's two kinds of music, two kinds of approaches on this album, I guess. All right. Eddie Condon is uptown. Now, not only is he uptown, he's up a sign. He's got a signpost up his butt. Eddie Condon, uptown and up a sign, and the signpost up his butt. Condon, that's right. And his boys. Yeah, that's an old sticker. That'll probably never come off. I'll have to work on that. R.C. Victor Mellow Moods. This is a lovely cover. Very clean jacket. But not exactly. Irby Green and Billy Butterfield trumpet. They've got a name or two after each song that, of course, I recognize. You probably do too. Peanuts Hucko. Everybody knows Peanuts. He's playing the tenor sax. Interesting. What to think about that? The Blue Nights. This actually came from eBay. At the Soper's Lounge. Terrific cover. Signed on the back by at least 3 of the 4 Four Dudes. Summer Wind. Oh, is that Summer Wind makes me feel fine? I don't know if it's that one. Misty. Blues for the Night. Swinging Shepherd Blues. I don't know. That could be fun. And this one, just because the cover, it's a compilation, I think, that's right. It's a wonderful cover. I think this came from the antique store, but not the one where I got all the other records. But that is a wonderful cover. Compilation, Clifford Brown and Morgana King, Jimmy Cleveland, John Williams, Nat Adderley, Jack Paris, Joe Sayer, Jackie Paris. And I was pretty sure I didn't have this cover, so I bought this. This came from a record store, I think. Grandioso. Jos Kleber and his orchestra. Strolling Mandolins, Raoul Maynard and Strolling Mandolins. Oh, it's a nice cover, so I picked it up. A Larry Elgart album I don't have. On MGM. Shape of Sound to Come, interesting title, interesting graphic on the front. So maybe he does a little bit of experimenting on this album, I'm not exactly sure. But that'll be an interesting listen. Maybe something featured from that. And an Exotic Guitars album I don't have. Bold cover, arranged and conducted by Bill Justice, produced by Randy Wood. Let's see if there's anything on here. Quiet Village, ooh, and Telstar. Covers of Quiet Village and Telstar on this, so that'll make it fun. Maybe that'll be featured. Yeah, I think I've got this one, but I don't know, it's cheap. I picked it up again. Jamaican Jump Up. Somebody wrote next to it, Zombie Jamboree. Cryptic. And this was a wonderful cover. On Scott Records, never heard of it. It's a Calypso record, apparently. The newest sound in music is Calypso, at least when this album was released. Apparently it was. And last but not least, it's a lounge album. Apparently this should have been on the top of the stack and not least because it is pretty least. It's Joe Griffith at the organ. Out of Newport News, Virginia, he does Ebb Tide, Impossible Dream. And that's about all I can say about it. I hope he sings something. That's it. Oh man, oh man. 3.5 hours of exercise at the gym today. I had to get that guy out of my system. It was so, I know it doesn't sound crazy, but it was so crazy that I left the locker room and shook my head like this until my lips made a flapping noise back and forth. It happens once in a while. I'm not going to go into that other part either, just because I'm going to go up, pick a musical sample in. My wife wants me to run the vibrator on her back. So I bought this vibrator for myself, and I used it on her. She's like, I like it. And I said, will you use it on me? No. I like it. I want you to use it on me. That's the way it's going to be. So and I put something on TV, and I can't hear because I'm hearing all the vibration. She gets to watch TV, and she gets to hear what the movie says, and she gets the benefit of like a half an hour of vibration goodness. And but it's okay because, you know, she's a good person and she deserves it. Okay, there we go. Musical sample. Bye.
I'm blue and I'm lonesome. All my friends have gone away. I'm blue and I'm lonesome. It's a rainy day. Gray skies, dripping misery. Gray skies, dripping misery. Lord, what do the gray skies drip it all on me? Gray skies took my happy heart away. My man in gray skies took my happy heart away. I'm blue and I'm lonesome. It's a rainy day. Lord, don't you know it's a rainy